Kenya, 2024. They have made it so much easier to do the visa application. It's called eTA visa, and it just makes things so much easier for me and my students that come to go for photo courses or in-life perspective workshops. Let's do it. The very first thing you want to do is to get into the correct website. It's etakenya.go.ke. Don't go anywhere else. It will either not work or you will be extra charged. Next, you want to click Apply Now. You can have this video side by side as you're doing the application, or you can just look it through to see what is expected of you and what preparations you need to make. If nothing applies to you in the red box, just click on the green box, Tourists and Visitors. That's where we're going. Which brings you to this screen. Now here are some preparations I would recommend for you to do. Some of these documents you will be uploading later, and you will have an option to take pictures of them with your phone or your device as you're doing the application. I would definitely recommend to have pictures of them already in your computer or phone or tablet or wherever you're doing the application. You'll need a picture of your passport that is valid for at least 6 months after that you plan to arrive to Kenya, and with at least one blank page in the passport. They will give you a nice stamp at the airport. A selfie or a passport type photo. Now I would just go for a passport type photo with a white background. You need to know your email address and phone number. Details of your arrival and departure. That would be, for most people, the airplane ticket. You will also need a copy of your accommodation booking confirmations. That will be from the hotel or where you're now going to be staying. If you're going to be moving around in Kenya, going from place to place, and you haven't done all the bookings for all the hotels yet, that's fine. You can just apply one of the bookings and that will be fine. And you will also need a way to pay for this application. It's $30 with some extra service fees, so it lands around somewhere around $34, $35 all in all. And we go to continue. Declaration of consent. You read through this text. If you agree to it, then you at least tick in, I have read and agreed to the above. If you want to, you can opt in to receive some special offers and exciting updates for your trip. Continue. In this video, we will be going for the individual application. But if you go for a group application, the only thing that will differ is that you're going to have to put in more people in it. Country of residence, this is where you put in what is your home country for the time being. Alright, so now we're at the place where we're going to be uploading the documents. As you can see, there is an option to use the webcam, but I prefer to have the pictures already on the device that I'm doing the application from. So I will be pressing the Upload Passport page button. And there we go, my passport is uploaded. And the same thing here, we can either upload a picture already on our device or we can use the camera to take a selfie. I would recommend using a photo that you've already taken. So again, use the upload photo option. Now your screen should be looking like this, with the exception that it should be you on the picture and not me. If it's me on that picture, some really weird stuff is going on. If you're happy with it and you look pretty enough, then you click use this photo. In case maybe somebody else also thinks you're looking really, really pretty and they want to get in contact with you for that reason or some other reason, this is where you put in your contact information. Next, you declare how you're going to get there. And after that, how you're going to get out of there. This is also the place where you put in where you're going to be staying for those nights that you already have booked for. A small favor, if you hit the subscribe button, you help me to continue create videos that hopefully are helpful to you and which I love doing. Thank you very much. Back to the video. If your trip is financed by anybody else than you, your employer, or a government, then you need to declare that here. You also need to declare if you have been convicted of any crime or if you have ever been denied coming into Kenya before. And also you need to declare if you're single, married, divorced, or widowed, and if you have been to Kenya before. Since this is a tourist visitor visa, they're expecting you not to conduct any business while in Kenya, and therefore they want to know if you're bringing a lot of money into the country, the equivalent to $5,000 or more. Usually you will need much less than that. Some small more things for you to upload. You need to upload the confirmation of your accommodation, a hotel or such, and you also need to upload your means of entering and coming out of Kenya, like an airplane ticket or a cruising ship or something like that. And here we declare that it's you who are seeking the application yourself for yourself. Last step is to pay for it. As you can see down in the left corner, it came to $35.95, so just slightly under $35 with all the service fees and such. Maybe in the future there will be more options, but right now there's only the standard option, and therefore that is the best value option as well. So you have no other choice than to pick that one. And lastly, your credit card information, and you just confirm your payment. It says somewhere that it takes up around 72 hours for the application to go through. My experience is that it takes much less than that. I usually get the application back within 1 hour or such if I do it on working bank days. That was it. There's nothing more to it. I hope you had use for this video, and I welcome you back to my channel, and most of all, I welcome you to Kenya.